Hello,
Hello,
I'm Ben,
and I'm Ben.
and we're
Yeah,
the
the NeighBens.
NeighBens.
Will that ever not sound cheesy?
Ever. So, episode 2.
Episode 2. How are you feeling, babe?
Well, I'm nervous. However, since we recorded the last episode, I have been on top of the world. I've been feeling like Harold Bishop when he found out he could be the Earl of Doon in Scotland.
Well, I've turned to the grog. So I'm like Therese, I am. I'm like secretly sashing it everywhere because of the mortification, the humiliation that I felt about losing to you. I mean,
At these times as well, Corona, you've gone viral too.
do you love how I'm blocking Libby out? Soz love, but I'm all about the Scully. You know me. I can't quite work where my arms are going either, but you know, being my bestie, Steph.
Well, I brought my good luck charm, Jim Robinson, inside a Christmas bauble.
Oh, I was wondering what that was. I thought, is he your latest beau, Daddy?
It's my sugar daddy.
Considering he's been dead for over 20 years, love, you know, you'd have a hard time.
He's not aged well in heaven either, is he? Look at him.
Oh,
The Jim with the curly perm that we all remember.
I know, he did rock a perm, didn't he?
We fell into the oranges.
We don't talk about Fiona Hartman, do we?
Well, the worst person at giving CPR ever. You remember that?
Where was Clive? Where was Clive when you needed him? You know, I mean, if Clive had been there, he'd have been on top of Jim, giving him the old staying alive, like he does to Sheila.
Oh God! And again, less than a minute.
Disgusting!
I believe we've had a few emails coming in asking questions.
We have, yeah, some questions. Neither one of us have seen. A third party has looked over those questions, selected some of them for us to answer, and we're going to go head to head on each of those questions.
Head to head.
Who is the biggest NeighBen?
Charlene!
You beauty!
Yes!
Yay!
You've disappeared.
My green screen's not the best, is it? But it says Edna.
You were very quick off the mark with that one.
What can I say? I know Mama Nogue, babes. I know Mama Nogue.
All aboard! 1-1.
1-1. I don't know what you call it.
You can try drawing it.
You've never seen my drawings.
Right.
It'd make the Mrs. Mangle portrait look like the Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go. Yes. Oh, I get very emotional over this. I still remember where I was when I watched that happen. Veronica Muir's 8th birthday party.
You watched Daphne die at someone's birthday party. Oh, which one?
This could be one pet question that I might triumph in.
Now, I want to raise the point that they had 2 sheep. Remember that Carl had a whole little farmyard that Sheila made him get rid of? She was complaining about the noise. So there was a second sheep.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, I've given 2 as well. You just can't see it because of the green screen.
Casserole and chop.
Casserole is the one we're talking about.
Oh, how do you know?
I'm contacting Madame Zolga as we speak. Dippy's getting the tarot cards out. Three, 2, 1.
I remember this. I remember she slipped, hit her head, and the garage door was shut, and she was lying by the exhaust.
92. I mean, to be fair, she had a lot of accidents. She was very accident prone with Helen Daniels. And she'd be on an advert for Where There's a Blame There's a Claim, that one. But she wasn't having a stroke every 2 seconds. She was like, you know, tripping over an easel or like getting bloody smoke inhalation from toxic car fumes. I'm just going to guess here.
Oh. You ready?
Yeah.
Is she alright? Shut the engine off, will you?
Do you know what? This is the one period of Neighbours history that I missed because I lived in the States for a couple of months. So the last episode I saw before I went was when she slipped. And the episode I saw when I came back, she was like all like fully back to normal and getting married to Carl again.
You missed that whole storyline. You didn't go back and catch up. You didn't have your mum recording it all on VHS for you.
No, no, sadly not.
Hold on a minute. And you reckon you're an NeighBen?
I
Well,
am a NeighBen.
You are an NeighBen, but there's a gap in your pathetic. Do you know what? When I went to Australia for a year, I had to jump. I think it was like 8 weeks. I had to miss 8 weeks of Neighbours by moving to Australia. But what I did, I went on the internet and I read every episode synopsis. That's commitment. That's what I did.
Well, I was still keeping up with what was going on in the Radio Times.
Susan suffers a setback in the kitchen. Anyway. Yeah.
What did she slip on? He used to bring me roses. I wish he would again.
I wish he would stop singing and never do it again.
Thank you, Ben. Bitch.
Prisoner cell blockade.
Yes. The RADA of all Erinsborough actors.
Yeah. All the older generation have at least once appeared on Prisoner, haven't they?
Yeah. It was a rite of passage. Do we get a point for each?
Fine as a bouncer. Bloody hell. All right.
6.
I've got 4.
I've got.
I'm thinking, are we counting people who lived with these people?
Well, no, because we'd be there all day then. How many bloody waves and strays did Helen Daniels have in her house?
Fair few. Oh, God. I'm going to have to guess. I'm going to have to...
Oh, maybe. Was that one? Yeah.
Right. Are you ready?
Yeah. This screen malarkey isn't really working for me, is it? Lucy.
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah, I got mine.
Mrs. Mangle.
Yeah.
Toby.
Yeah.
Joe.
Joe Mangle, yeah.
Dorothy Burke.
They're exact same ones I got.
Are they?
Yeah.
Hey, we got it right!
Yeah.
Come on. Ben, I got a pet question right. A pet question I got right. Get in there.
Ba-da-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-dum-ba-boo.
I mean, to be fair, it could have been any single Neighbours actor in the entire history.
They all had to go back then, like late 80s, early 90s, didn't they?
Okay, I'm going to just guess. This is a tricky one, this.
Never heard of this song.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Rachel Friend!
I don't know.
Oh, Nick.
Ah.
Hello.
Yes. God. I know Tony was called the Lawman, but
Yeah. Was Stu Parker involved in that as well?
I think it was just Connor. I would remember Stuart in a wrestling uniform.
I bet you would.
I think I've got it. All right, have you got an answer?
I've got an answer.
Are you ready?
3, 2.
1, 2, 3. The Shamrock. Ah.
Sheila's bra. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Sheila's name. I was a bit more accurate.
Welcome to the where you leave your worries at the door.
Yay! Excellent.
A pet one. I'm not sure about the spelling of this.
Oh, do you know the answer?
I'm taking a well-educated guess.
I'm going back to my original.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What does yours say?
Edith Chubb.
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah. Oh.
And it's definitely not. I think I've got it wrong. West Waratah. No! Well,
It wasn't going to be Eden Hills Grammar, was it?
I know. I did think when I was writing that it was too. They're too highbrow to merge with Erinsborough High.
Yeah. Could you imagine the parents of the kids that Eden Hills Grammar having to like cope with Ellie Conway as a teacher, Libby Kennedy who like as it sorry mate there, you know, copping off with all the blooming kids.
Yeah. Then there's all the bombs, the fires,
Yeah,
the gassings, the poisonings.
it just wouldn't be. It
No.
just it wouldn't be right. It wouldn't be right.
Oh. I don't know.
Go.
Well, feminist author.
Clementine Orange.
I think you're closest for that.
Can I get half a point?
What is it, Phoebe? What's wrong?
Contraction, having the baby.
Not now.
Well, they gave birth in a lot of places back then, didn't they? I mean, Daphne gave birth to Jamie on the banks of the river.
Without taking her dungarees off either.
You know, I mean, I want to say Todd's Graveyard, but I don't think that's the.
All right.
Okay, go.
Lassiter's.
Lake.
In the lake.
Oh! No!
You fall on the grave?
Oh! Do I get half a point?
No.
Two characters. Oh, I'm going to regret this. Okay.
Paige and Lauren.
Oh, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, mother and daughter getting the baps out. Oh, yeah.
Sports and pets. This is a pure. This is okay.
You ready?
Yeah. Go. Oh. You can't even see that. Mine says the Waratah Warriors.
The Waratah. Nah. It's the Grey Growlers.
Oh, filth, Rory, filth.
Disgusting!
I always wondered if that was like a deliberate kind of like cheeky wink by the writers to call a group of old ladies playing netball the Grey Growlers.
I'm pulling my Dorothy Burke face of disapproval.
Neighbours.
Babes, 1985, we got it.
Is this true? It says Dad wasn't my real father.
Do you know?
Yeah. You got a name?
Yeah, I've got a name.
Alan.
She's your bestie as well, isn't she?
She is, yeah.
Julie Martin.
Yeah. She helped me out when I was doing my GCSEs back in the day.
She was on the grog as well, wasn't she? Well, towards the end.
Was there? Yeah. She was swinging it about on top of that tower, wasn't she? Before she plummeted to her death.
I feel like that's going to be me tonight after this round of questions. I mean,
Jim is bringing me luck for these run of questions. The song that was playing when they went off the cliff into the sea.
Stop right now.
No, it was one of their, the "Let me come and play in your ocean."
Go.
Airline tickets. Maldives.
For a whole week. You, me, private beach room service.
Yes. No. Sorry, Ben. I'm the reigning champion.
How has this happened again?
I'm sorry. You just can't. You can't beat this brain.
Oh my word! I've shamed myself again on the internet. Sorry, I'm just going down Sonia's caravan with me wine. I'm just gonna... Well done. Big congratulations.
Thank you. Those were some tough questions. So
They were like, you're more hardcore than Ben is.
but thank you so much to everyone that sent in a question. We really appreciate it.
Do we?
Well, I do.
Thank you very much. It's been an experience.
So I'm off to celebrate with Ellie.
I'm going out with Therese now on the plum. She's taking me to Lanzini's to drown my sorrows.
I'm sorry, Ben. Well, until next time then, yeah?
Until next time. Thank you.
So thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode of NeighBens.
See you later.